Even. Hey, Kelly. You had pizza? Nice. Was it good pizza? Hey, Brooke. Because good pizza is great. Mediocre pizza is just mediocre. It's still pizza, but, you know. Is it pizza night? Not for me, it was for Vanna. Vanna had pizza. And no thank you, Vanna. Technology does not exist to pass food via the internet. So, yeah, I like to just pass someone food through a screen. Better than oven. Yeah, oven pizza just doesn't hit the same somehow. Food you don't have to make automatically taste better. I mean, depends. Sometimes food you make yourself just tastes really good. You know, sometimes you make food yourself and it tastes better than anything you can get at a restaurant. Anyway. Having dinner with my mom on Tuesday. Gonna visit with my mom on Tuesday. Nah, I don't have a specific mom day right now. Her faking food. Not really, no. No, I mean, the stuff that we order out, it's not really stuff that I really can feed to him, so. Hey, Uncle. My mom sometimes makes me feed him his own food, though. Because he'll get all whiny and stuff, and so then she'll tell me to top off his food. I feel bad for Kingsley because what he really wants is to be able to go outside and just like explore. You know, just wander around outside. You know, like he's an indoor-outdoor cat. Ever take to a harness? I'm not sure. Watching for a minute outside. Yeah, I don't think. Like I said, what he wants is to be able to just like go out whenever he feels like, and like have room to like walk around. I feel like he is. I feel like he is kind of skittish outside. Most cats do get skittish when they're outside. Compared to when they're inside. Because yeah, it used to be like, you know, where we used to live, he was allowed outside, and there was you know, we had a backyard, and he'd go into other yards as well. Or he'd get up on the roof and come to my window and pick to get in. Pick at the screen to get in. I had to take to ignoring him when he would do that just to stop, just like, you know, look, this isn't effective for you anymore. Coming to my window isn't going to get you inside. Flea meds? Probably. Did we? I don't really remember. We didn't really get fleas off them though. I have two cats, and the one is skittish and scared when the door opens. The other one is a skate party, so every time the door opens, she tries to go out. My old cat Furball wasn't really much for outside. Hey, Bambi. Yeah, my old cat Furball, she wasn't really that much for, she wasn't really one on, for going outside. McTwo loved it outside. Yeah, he really liked just being outside, even if he wasn't really doing anything. Even if he was just like sitting on the porch, sitting on the patio, whatever. Yeah, even if he was just sitting on the patio, he just liked to be out there. He wasn't really an escape artist. He wouldn't like run out the door, but door opened, he would walk out. Furball was definitely more comfortable inside. But she liked being around people. I think is sort of her thing. She really liked being around people. Like between affection and exploration. Furball was all about the affection. And did take you find a job last time you job hunted? Not long at all, honestly. Like when I moved back to Cornwall, I found a job within a month of moving back here. Just remembering the time we used to have a rocking chair. There was a time I was sitting in the living room just watching TV. Furball curled up on the rocking chair, and she's clearly having a dream. She's clearly dreaming because she sprang up, ricocheted off the back of the chair, and landed in the middle of the living room before her eyes were open. She's just she's like boing, donk. Love when they do that. It's just out of absolutely nowhere, just boom. And then just full on confusion when she landed. Hey, Beetlejuice. I did remember the title. I remembered right as I was opening it. It's like, oh, right. Hey, kitty charms. Click is pronounced master. That's my Saturday. Same as my Friday. Same as my Wednesday. My Tuesday, Monday, and Sunday. Only thing that makes it different from Thursday is Thursdays I do gaming streams. Being unemployed means every day is the same. Hey, Mac. Selena Gomez? Nah. Not my style. Girl game? Yes. Hey Nova, I will be playing the Magical Girl game again. Why are you trying to break it up with other games? You mentioned it. I was saying that, like, depending on, like, if necessary, I can break it up with another game. Like after, like, after a month or something, if people want something different, I can throw in something different if needed. Heavy metal? Not really, not anymore. I used to. When I was like a tween and a teen, especially when I was a tween, but a little early teens as well. Later teens, I started to shift more towards goth. But tweens and early teens, yeah. Trying to go phase. A little bit, yeah. I didn't like a lot of metal. I liked Metallica, I liked Megadeth, I liked Black Sabbath. Not a lot of metal beyond that, honestly. To Tokyo Hotel. They ring a bell. At the goth in my school? Not really. Not that I ever noticed. What it came to, I didn't like metal where the singer was just screaming incoherently. Yeah, Cradle of Filth, like that's an example. Cradle of Filth. I could not understand a fucking word that the singer said. Yeah, death metal. It just did nothing for me because like the vocals were. I found the vocals just deeply unpleasant to listen to. Punk screamo too. War. War. So yeah, it just screamy vocals have never been my thing. Going to go down memory lane. Actually, last night I watched a couple more videos from Walk Off the Earth. Anyone ever check out Walk Off the Earth? Tool. I liked a couple of Tool songs, but like every Tool song I heard sounded exactly the same. Like I saw Schism. I saw the video for Schism on Much Music, and oh yeah, that's a good song. And then I checked out another Tool song, and it's like, it sounds a lot like Schism. And then I checked out another song. This also sounds a lot like Schism. Does Tool have one song? Like, does Tool have any songs that don't sound like Schism? Is my question. Because, like, I'm pretty sure I listened to 3 Tool songs, and every one of them sounded exactly the same. Nickelback fan? You're banned. I'm so tempted to just time you out for 10. I'm so tempted to give you a 10-second timeout for that. I'm not going to, but I was genuinely tempted to just be like, that's it. Timeout. I would laugh if you did. I mean, it's what you would expect. As a Nickelback fan, you know what you're in for. Yeah. Has anyone here checked out Walk Off the Earth? All Foo Fighters songs sound like the same song to me. Red Hot Chili Peppers too. Walk Off the Earth went viral a while ago. Yes, banned. They went viral a while ago for a cover they did of somebody that I used to know. 5 people, 1 guitar. Can't stop addicted to the shindig. So yeah, I did like a cover, 5 people, 1 guitar cover of Gautier's Somebody I Used to Know. That went really viral. But they're one of the most creative bands out there. And they're one of those bands, like, their songs sound good. Whether it's a cover or whether it's an original song. The music sounds good. Hey, Elf. But they're one of those bands that it's like they kind of need to be watched. Hey, Scapegoat. Because they play the most creative instruments. They've got one song played almost entirely on a car. They've got like a ukulele in there as well, a guitar in there. Off and on, they've got like a ukulele or like a little guitar here and there throughout the song. But for the most part, it's just a car. Opening and closing the car door, or like sliding the like drumsticks on the car noises, like just using the car as an instrument. So yeah, like they'll like take the car door and dum, 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 or like the fucking mirror on the sun visor, just use that as an instrument. Hey, Rebecca, like just using that to link your signal. Yep. At one point, they started letting the air out of one of the tires. So the sound of the air coming out of the tire, like as to contribute to the music, like it's just fucking ridiculous. They did a cover of Adele's Hello. Some of the instruments for that one included a surfboard, pant zippers, and a dude doing a high kick into a cymbal attached to the ceiling. They brought in a couple of tap dancers, and one of them could do really high kicks. So they had a cymbal on the ceiling. So the guy would do a high kick and hit the cymbal on the ceiling. Wish I had a lowrider. Best cover is Hurt by Johnny Cash. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he definitely made that song his own. Hey, Christy. And like really interesting music videos as well. Like, I mean, it's just like the music videos are it's just them playing the instruments. But like, it's, single take and just like them like passing instruments around. Like they'll talk like again, they do really like the ukulele because it's I think partly because it is small and easy to toss around. So they can just toss ukuleles to each other. Which again, that is something they will regularly do. One of them will be playing a ukulele and then just toss it for somebody else to catch and start playing it instead. And they're all and like it's 5 or 6 main members, and all of them are phenomenal singers. Like all of them are just really good singers. They did a Beatles medley just at a bar. They just went to a bar and did a Beatles medley, and still managed to use like a bunch of different and unique instruments. Yeah, mostly guitars and drums, but and like somebody on the piano. But they still managed to throw in a few interesting. You're like, what the hell is that kind of instruments? Um, Beatle medley bug soup. And yeah, like throughout that medley, the vocals they just sort of trade off vocals here and there throughout it. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the band Walk Off the Earth. So yeah, they sort of change off lead vocals throughout the song, and like there's 6 of them there. 5 of them sort of trade off the main vocals. The guy on the piano, just sort of does backing vocals throughout. But yeah, all 5 of them are just really good singers. Where'd my M&Ms go? I stopped buying them because I'm boycotting Nestle and Mars. And who's the other major chocolate company, candy company? I think there were like 3 major candy companies. I'm boycotting all of them because none of them are willing to commit to Nabisco. Maybe. Hey, Julie. Because none of them are willing to commit to making sure that none of their chocolate is sourced from farms that use child slave labor. Not just slave labor, fucking child slave labor. Hershey. That's it. Thanks, Uncle Buck. Cadbury. Yeah, Cadbury as well. Though I think Cadbury might be under somebody else. Boycott so many things. Yep. Like boycott salmon. I mean, it's not that hard to get used to it. It's not owned by one of the other major companies. Mondelez International, yeah. Who I imagine are horribly evil as well, probably. Boycott the coffee club. We used to do the whole let's do coffee thing. Yeah, Mondelez also has the child slavery thing. I'm just craving that product you're boycotting. So they're evil. Yeah, Nabisco is one of them. Nabisco is one of their brands. Boycott McDonald's, same here. Yeah, been boycotting them for a while. I work there. Makes sense that you would boycott them then. Trying to buy Canadian, so I'm going to stick with Canadian fast food chains. Not that Canadian fast food chains are particularly good either, but a lot of them. But yeah, pizza, pizza, son of bear. There's some. There's some that have okay food. NW, yeah. Not keen on their fries, but wish I had detached earlobes because I hurt my ears a lot. Swiss Chalet, yeah. Don't have a Swiss Chalet in Cornwall anymore. Pretty sure we don't. Yeah, yeah. I have no idea when it closed down, but yeah, we had a Swiss Chalet a while ago, but it closed. At some point. no idea when, because I never went there. My favorite pizza place. Napoleon's is pretty good pizza. Hey, Angela. KFC. KFC is not Canadian. And just my luck that I would get my that my pants would get some sort of stain like 2 days after I do my laundry. Rice juice. Hey, Christina. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Yep. Hey, Biohazard. Shake and bake and hamburger helper. I mean, shake and bake's not bad actually. I kind of like shake and bake. Hamburger helper, I'm not a big fan of. It's fine. It's edible, but I don't really enjoy it much. Better than tuna helper. Like KD for boxed grub. Yeah. Suppose I just don't really like boxed grub in general. What's Swiss chalet? The chicken place. I think primarily chicken at least. Hey, Shifter. Yeah, I got the show together. I'm pretty sure Swiss chalet was mostly chicken, isn't it? What is tuna helper? I would assume it's the same as hamburger helper, but for tuna. Yeah. Yeah, so Swiss chalet, it's yeah. It's best known for its rotisserie chicken. It's sort of the big thing they do is rotisserie chicken. Noodles in a box, cook with a can of tuna. Girl Scout cookies. I don't actually know. Don't know what hamburger helper is either. Nah, it's like this sort of pasta-like stuff. I don't know. Somewhat affordable, but I'm not surprised some are closing. All the diners are old farts. Air fried chicken with similar flavor profiles to Swiss chalet chicken. Probably. First Girl Scout group was made in Savannah, Georgia. Yeah, I mean, do we have? I'd imagine we'd have like Girl Scouts of Canada, maybe. Yeah, we do have Scouts Canada. Girl Guides of Canada. I don't know about the cookies though. Yeah, I guess we do. Looks like we do have Girl Scout cookies up here. Never tried them myself. Boy Scouts and brownies. Traces of lead were found in their cookies. Nice. You know, tastes like a sweetened version of the body of Christ crackers you get fed in church. Nothing wrong with a tad bit of lead these days. And as to answer your question, Alan, I'm not actually interested in any sort of surgery to begin with. And I'm just not in a place where I'm really comfortable beginning my transition yet. I'd rather have a place of my own. And then I can see about talking to someone about starting hormones or something. Since I don't see much chance of Canada cracking down on that, I'm half ripped, smoking weed slowly. I'm already half ripped, in shape, been going to the gym for half a year, and when I'm done, I'm heading to the Canadian Forces. "20 days weed sober and jealous as fuck." I have not read or watched The Handmaid's Tale. I know, it makes me a bad Canadian not to have read The Handmaid's Tale. Don't think I've read any of Atwood's stuff. Imagine I probably read one of her short stories in high school or something, but I've been actually smoking, but here's a 20-day token. Makes me paranoid now that I'm old. Refuse to smoke weed. I hate it. I feel horrible. I tried it, and I didn't inhale properly, which made me decide, nope, not for me. I did that with a Whippet, failed administration. Country has run spread my country sovereignty. Fair enough, I suppose. Puffed up my chest, looked at the dude who gave to me, and like, thanks, and left. Edibles. Living the dream. I think the majority of my followers are from the US. Yeah. 62% from the US. 9.6% from Canada. UK is third with 1.7%. People used to ask me if my eyes were open. You're Aussie. Vito Gisette, Canuck. Rebecca Tracy, Aussie. .3% are from New Zealand. 0.2% from Finland, 0.1% from Ireland. So Canadian. I mean, it's just Canada's a small country. Try saying Aussie. I will say the country demographics are weird to me. Because, like, Ireland is, like, sixth. Yeah, like, in terms of, like, where my viewers are from, Ireland comes in sixth with 0.1% of viewers from Ireland. But, like, between the top six countries comes out to 74.1% of my viewers. So it suggests that, like, a full quarter of my viewers, it's like 25 different countries. I don't know. Australia is seventh at 0%. I don't know how it works. I don't get it. One person Japan, yep. Rara. We salute the single Japanese person. Yep. Hi, Rara. Channel's very niche. Oh, yeah, very much so. One person from Kuwait who's dropped in a couple of times. I find you as an ex-racist from Kiwi Farms. Where's Jones? In hell. I want to show you the people I care about, but you say inappropriate things and play games I don't want them to see I watch. Fair enough, Vanna. Fair enough. But are you saying that you're the ex-racist from Kiwi Farms, or are you saying that, like, that I'm the ex-racist? Okay. Because, yeah, Kiwi Farms was viciously racist. They're everything. Like, they're everythingist. They're just hateful. They're the worst den of scum and villainy. If a niche had a niche, this channel would be that niche to the niche of the niche. Yeah, that summertime in hell is, well, hell. Though weirdly enough, spring, lovely in hell. Some attack a country like Ukraine defending itself. Various other people who could not defend themselves against it. Yeah, I mean, that's sort of what they always were. I mean, it's not surprising that they would be anti-Ukraine and I'd assume pro Russia. Fact is, there's probably a lot of Russian trolls on that site. Persephone would want it to be that way. Exactly, Dana. You're Canadian. No. I saw about it. Carney and Myers. I did see it mentioned on Twitter. I have no interest in watching the commercial itself. Anime part. Anime? Yeah, the Gore audience and Kiwi Farms users have crossover. Probably. I mean, it's Kiwi Farms is all about being awful, just being the worst human beings on the planet. So, yeah, it makes sense that they would be all about gore. Like, aha, look, this person died. Haha, that's so funny. It's so funny that somebody died. We're so edgy. We're so dark and edgy. Fuck off. I got over that shit when I was fucking 17. Fuck off. False idealization of strength and power. Yep. Yeah, they mistake cruelty for strength. And that's the thing with Kiwi Farms. It's the same with the Republican Party, frankly. It is the mistaken belief that cruelty is strength. And it's not. cruelty is weak. Tough winning by cheating and being cruel, yep. And yeah, the reality is that cruelty is weakness. It is real as well, yep. Yeah, they've killed, what, 700 people in the past week? Like, just directly as a result of bombings. Never mind, indirect deaths from, Chester, yep. Yeah, I mean, they know he's a liar. That's the point. I do feel like the one question that I do think should be asked of Israel and everyone who supports what Israel is doing, the one question that I feel should be asked of everyone who supports what Israel is doing is collective punishment justified? Do they believe that engaging in collective punishment is valid and just? Because I'm pretty sure it's actually considered a war crime. So if they say, yes, I am in favor of collective punishment, I'm going to get more water. Give me a moment. Drinks more water in 2 hours than I do in a week. Yep. Would be Civil War on my watch list. I used to like the Guns N' Roses song Civil War. I used to dig that song. Yeah, I mean, like, I remember Trudeau, like, very gently asking Israel to maybe please uh, be more careful about not killing as many Palestinian civilians, and immediately had to back down. And just be like, okay, kill as many as you want. Kill as many as you want. You can kill as many civilians as you want. I identify as dehydrated. I get thirsty. Got some Sinwar shirts that I wear to the gym in protest. Maybe pooping. I did have to blow my nose while I was in the bathroom as well. Oh. Good night, Beetlejuice. Watched Elliot Gould Inside Out on YouTube. Bubble guts kicked in. Who, me? Not yet, they haven't. But don't worry, they will. I'm sure my bubble guts will kick in a little while. Anyway. American History X. Yeah, I watched that back in the day. And so George Foreman died. The heavy stake grill champion of the world, indeed. Exactly. Philip? I'm right here, Uncle Buck. Or are you saying that George Foreman fell into his grill? Because I don't think that would happen to George Foreman. I think he knew his grills and knew how to be careful, knew proper grill safety. Anyways, I'm out of things to talk about. I should trim my beard tonight. Just right here. Just clip. Right side's getting a bit scraggly. Hogan's decision to endorse a meatball maker instead. What? Guess the other day was a grill and George got it. Ah. Well, Foreman was clearly the better businessman. Honestly, I'm not sure that Hogan would have been very successful at selling the grills either. The meatball deal obviously was a, you know, I didn't know that Hulk Hogan did endorse meatballs. Is anyone else starting to worry? In general, yes. Does Uncle Buck need to refresh her stream, maybe? Yeah, I'm starting to think that Uncle Buck's stream might have frozen. Yeah, I was only gone for like a minute. Blew my nose, refilled my water, and then I was back. So like, I got back before Beetlejuice left. So your stream apparently it just took a really funny time for it to freeze. Counted 20 seconds, figured if it took longer, it must be serious. I didn't even pee. I blew my nose. Froze in my empty chair. That's funny. Anywho's. So how's everyone? You need ice? Just reading the article Vanna sent. Sorry, still just reading the article. About how good on 4-month brand deals. crying. Yeah. Foreman seemed like a pretty good dude, so good on him. Good on him for lucking out on that deal. That said, I have to be honest. I don't think the grill would have actually been as successful if Hulk Hogan had gotten the deal. I don't know, hard to say, but yeah, I feel like George Foreman just ended up being like a really good spokesman for it. Because, like, yeah, I mean, in the ring, he had a lot of power behind his punches, but outside the ring, he seemed like a nice, friendly, calm, chill dude. Whereas Hulk Hogan's entire shtick was yelling. George Foreman should have got a TV show. Remember watching Hogan Knows Best? I mean, Foreman was never really a dramatic person. You know, George, he was, like I said, he was a good dude. And where my daughter bought mini peanut butter and chocolate chip ice cream sandwiches. Lucky treat for you. So when I was reading that article you posted, Van, I was sitting there, I was reading through and it's like, so how did Hogan lie about it? I'm sure there's a Hulk Hogan lie in here somewhere. And yeah. And then it gets to him saying that, you know, that he missed the phone call because he was trying to be such a good dad. Because, yeah. Hogan lies a lot. Not a fan of the chocolate chips. It tastes nothing like peanut butter. Just tastes like a little ice cream sandwich. Ah, well. Still a nice little treat for you. I still think the funniest lie that Hulk Hogan's ever told. They went to get ice and came back with a treat. Yeah, the funniest lie Hulk Hogan has ever told was claiming that Darren Aronofsky offered him the lead role in The Wrestler. Like, dude, no one who has ever seen any of your movies would ever believe that. Who did get the lead role? Mickey Rourke. And I think Aronofsky said that Rourke was the first choice, and that Hogan was never considered, because why the fuck would Hulk Hogan ever be considered for a serious dramatic movie? Hogan can't actually act. %99 on Rotten Tomatoes. Yep. Blanking on the name of the guy that went straight for Mickey Rooney. I thought that was weird. That would be weird. Totally blanking on the name of the wrestler that Hogan based his character around. But Superstar Billy Graham, that's right. So yeah, we had a trans person who's going on to be competing for Miss State, but they withdrew and said their morals don't align with the organization. I know what that means, and they said they didn't really want to make this decision but had to. It may have just been that there was just a lot of, they may have been facing a lot of transphobic backlash, maybe. Because God's forbid that a trans woman does fucking anything, ever. There have been a couple previous instances of trans women competing in beauty pageants and getting a lot of hate. Bella Bautista. Concerned about being treated equally and judged fairly. So, yeah, I guess she was just worried that basically that the atmosphere around it would have been bad. This goes to screen every time. I mean, it's something where like, she's public about it, and something that she is proud of. Like the first black woman to compete in a given beauty pageant probably would have been the same thing. Would have made, or for a lot of beauty pageants, the first black women to compete in various beauty pageants, a lot of them probably would have been, would have been highlighted. First black woman to ever compete in this pageant. See, I mean, so yeah, she should just be a name and a face to judge, but especially right now, politics are a big thing. So, and it does seem likely that that's pretty much why she left, was because she was worried about how the current political atmosphere would have affected the competition. Wouldn't be surprised if there was some backstage pressure, behind the scenes pressure as well. You know, like if there were people representing the competition who were, you know, sort of letting her know that a lot, that her competing with like risk sponsors for the competition, and that, like, you know, would not be at all surprised if that was sort of going on as well. Hell, they may have been worried about the fucking state government getting involved. Yeah, I wouldn't be at all, like, I wouldn't have been at all surprised if the fucking, if there would have been people in the state legislature making a big deal out of it. Because again, God's forbid a trans woman do genuinely fucking anything right now. Competition shouldn't even be gendered. Okay, good if you don't measure up. I mean, for beauty pageants, the whole point is for, honestly, like, beauty pageants weird me out because, like, the whole point of a beauty pageant is for the women to be ogled, and it's like, that's weird. Not that I don't like looking at women in bathing suits. Yeah, I'm totally okay with looking at women in bathing suits. But it's just it's weird that there's like an entire competition about, oh, look how pretty, look how gorgeous these women are. That's, it's weird. The entire point is, it is very shallow. A lot of women obviously enjoy those competitions as well, enjoy watching them as well. But it's weird to me. Um, in most sports, having women's divisions is, you know, it's a good thing. think the reality is, in general, women aren't going to be able to compete on quite the same level as men. Not much difference, but enough to make a difference. So having women's divisions as a way for, plus, I mean, great way of ensuring that women get spotlights. That said, when a woman is able to compete on the level of the men, she's not allowed to for long. Danica Patrick notwithstanding, yeah, there have been plenty of cases where a woman has played like one game in the men's professional leagues. Like there was a woman who pitched one game in MLB. And got quite a few strikeouts. She did very well in that game. And she was only allowed to pitch that one game. Because men were pissy about being struck out by a woman. Some people are for the stage, it's their sport. Female kicker in football too. Yeah, like very briefly as I recall, right? And like I think she did, reasonably well. And then she was gone. Because how dare a woman score points against men? I'm pretty sure the only reason Danica Patrick, was able to compete for a while in NASCAR was because she was generally pretty middle of the pack, as I recall, wasn't she? Okay. Sure. Yeah, I mean, there are some that are, mixed gender. And then you get something like darts, for example. Is there a professional need? Like, is there an actual competitive need for darts to be gendered? Not really. Realistically, there's not that much reason for darts to be gendered. But, it's nice for women to have their own division. Pool, yeah. Yeah, when it's less athletic, or women's chess, when it's less athletic, there's really the same need for gendered divisions. Having a women's division is still nice. What the hell was I about to look up? I don't even remember. All right, I was going to look up Danica Patrick. Yeah, 1 win. Otherwise, she does seem to be generally pretty middling. Not terrible, obviously, but yeah, very much a middle of the pack racer, I think. I don't think it needs to be a protected group against the evil men who want to win for men's recognition. Yeah, I mean, the ideal would be like an open category and then a women's category, with trans women allowed in the women's category because they're still women. Only women's chess. I mean, like I said, the reason for a women's division for chess is just to make sure women are getting the spotlight on it. It is. Because I mean, for so long, chess has traditionally been seen as a man's game, and you know, there's a degree of comfort in it too. Yeah. But yeah, yeah, the controversy when a trans woman competed in women's chess division was ridiculous. Because obviously she had no advantage. Like, you can't even pretend that she. The only way to claim that she had an advantage is to pretend that women are stupider than men. Like, that's the only argument for suggesting that she had an advantage, is that women are legitimately less intelligent than men. Otherwise, yeah, she had no advantage whatsoever. Well, maybe if she was using some sort of pulsing anal bead thing. Maybe I don't know. Maybe sensitive prostate might give an advantage in picking up the pulses of the anal bead if she was doing that cheat. Anyone remember when that was when some chess champion was accused of cheating using an anal bead? That was weird. That was a very weird allegation. Anyway, on the note of butt plug based cheating, I'm gonna go for now. I'm gonna leave for now. I'll be back tomorrow. So, good night, everybody.